I mean, I'd probably say at this point Pele, right? I find Pele very fun. Hard to play and make work, but I find it very fun. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the new skin here for Xbalanque in the I think 5.7, 5 point. Somebody correct me. Somebody know what it is. You know what it is. If this is a video, you know what the title is. And see, apparently he's a pretty good hunter right now in Smite. So I want to take a run at him. We're gonna go Hunter's Blessing. Start out with some stacks, some attack speed, some bonus damage, some MP5, and then we're gonna go into Devo's Gloves, and then we're gonna transition into a crit build. And basically, the reason is the crit got buffed, so I want to see like what the difference is. I'm actually, gosh, it's a bit of a grind. I'm gonna save it. I want to. No, I think I have to. I'm just gonna spend it on the potions. I'd rather stay in lane and have just some opportunities to go back. I've got a Baron Samity support, which to me has been wild. You know, supports in Smite have never been non-Guardians. But in Season 5, I suddenly saw that there was this chance that was going to be the case. Like, I really saw that there was this chance that was going to be the case. And for whatever reason, man, it has shown up. And it didn't show up in the way that I thought. It showed up in Baron Samity. And he has really just been the support that you want. He's a very, very top tier guy. I know a lot of people really love his kit. He's got a lot of control. So it'll be interesting. I wonder who they're running. Most likely a Cerberus. And Bologna will be in the solo, so that's how it is. Do you think you can beat me? You've got a cool skin, but I pretty much have a cooler one, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I trade. Oh, it's over. Oh, I hit him twice. What? Look at this, though. The problem is they've pushed us into our front line, into our back line, and they've already got... See, here's the problem. We need to be able to get those archers. We haven't done that at all. They're being that aggressive. Cerberus, does he really want to go? The thing about Baron, and the reason why I think people are doing it is because this gives me some healing. That's good. Okay, you only got one ability. Your archers are still alive. We know that. Have they bitten off more than they can chew? They've aggroed our archers now. Can't shoot me. Oh, this guy could be in trouble. Oh, he could be in a lot of trouble here. There's no way this guy keeps fighting. Really? This Uller is one tap, bro. What? That was wild. That was pretty gifted. And this is why Baron's good, because he just keeps giving me this healing. He has good clear. What else are you looking for in the support role? He transitions pretty well in the late game. And I mean, obviously, you have your front line who can be your peel, or you got a warrior who could be your peel in the solo lane. And this time, I'm not just gonna let Cerberus walk all over us, right? Alright, I missed that one. It's fine. Alright, he wants to go there. I'm fine with it. We know that Uller's back, though, right? We know that, right? Man, he's been in a rough one, huh? Let's take this way. It's a little safer. That was great, man. This Baron knows exactly what he's doing. He's been watching him some SBL, hasn't he? Gotta be careful. We're just gonna... I'm gonna take a little bit of brunt of that, and luckily I have the pots to be able to handle it. Kinda want a branching bowl of this. I'm getting aggroed. Uh-oh. Dude, man. Cerberus and his damage. That's the real deal, isn't it? Thank God Baron is keeping me healthy. Oh no. There was nothing to do on that. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. At this point, I might not be able to do much here. I know... Oh my god, why did I just do that? Let me just use some mana. Got some good clear. And that's it. I use my mana because I have plenty of it to spare. I just had a pot as well. Ooh, he didn't feel comfortable. Now we can get this wave. They're backing. This is more stacks for me, which is good. Hopefully he hits that too, and I get a little healing off of it. Oh, I thought someone was rotating. Got a little scared, not gonna lie. Man, these branching bullets don't do anything early game, huh? Let's level up our darts. Actually, yeah, let's level up our darts here. I like this level. I just pretty much always keep the branching bullets on at this point, unless I don't want to aggro somebody. I would imagine, because they're not costing that much. I'm actually gaining more mana than I'm losing based on that, because it's only 3 per shot. But they scale up, I guess, towards late game. How do you get into football, soccer? Do you still watch or play? I do. I actually gave myself a task to watch soccer last weekend. Otherwise, I was going to have to do 500 push-ups and 500 pull-ups in a day. And that, if you've ever done even something close to that, you know that is a serious task. That is, like, not cool. Oh, my. That's why Baron's good right there. He does the clear, he does the heal, he does the damage, but Cerberus has to be running something. We got his ult. He hit level 5. Oh my. I could still die here. Like, I have to be careful. Maybe Baron will do this. Get a couple of heals. I might be able to turn this around with Darkest of Nights. I might. We at least created some space. I don't mind it. That helps the right side too, which happened to be fighting. Did they win the fight because of that? Oh, maybe they did. I'm going to say that I hope. I think I have enough.
Be right back. Be careful.
I think I have enough right now to go. We at least can finish Devil's Gloves. We can't quite get boots yet. That would have been the best back. Devil's Gloves, get boots. But I got into football, soccer because, and I really, it pisses me off when people get really upset whether they call it football or soccer, by the way. So I like how you said both, but either way, I'm fine. I played when I was younger. I was really good. I went to the, I mean, I've told the story a million times on my channel, but people, you know, I don't tell it unless someone asks me. So that's usually why most know it, and then some person will just not know it at all, right? So basically, I played a lot of soccer when I was younger. I got on a very good youth team. That youth team, you know, was something that I excelled on and started getting some accolades. I got basically the ability to represent my state in California playing. And then at that point, I actually had the ability to turn that in, start representing the Western region of the United States in soccer tournaments around the world and things like Japan and Italy and Argentina. And then I actually started taking that to the national level. And when I was 15, I actually was one of the top 26 players in the United States, my age. So they actually took me from school in sophomore year, and I lived in Florida. I literally quit my school to go live in Florida and literally eat, drink, sleep soccer for the United States national team for about 6 months. Ended up not working out for me, and on several different reasons, just wasn't where I needed to be at that time in my life. But I like the aggression here. There it is. And so what ended up happening after that was I went back and I started playing for another club team in my 16s and 17s. We won at that point. I was already kind of on the radar in a big way for soccer in America. And then I won 2 national championships in a row, back to back with the same team, and won the Golden Boot in both of those. And then obviously very impressive seasons. Kept playing with the kind of national team on things. I went to Mexico for the U18 national team my age. All building up into the World Cup, because there's U17 World Cup. If you're not familiar with football or soccer globally, there's U17 World Cup. That was the thing I went for when I was 15 to train. And then there's a U20. There's also a U18 national team that's not in the World Cup, but it's like a bridge team. And so I did that. And then at that point, it was kind of like, am I doing soccer? Am I that guy who's like 18 and then just does soccer and doesn't do school anymore? You know what I'm saying? Or am I going to school? Am I going to college? And basically, oh man, he's trying to figure his combo out, isn't he? The way he did that makes me think he's not that great, and it's the first time he landed it.
Save yourself. I'll make it quick. Ultimate is down. Retreat. Under attack. Cancel that.
I love it.
Feel my power. Retreat. Okay. Okay. Your middle tower is under attack. Out of mana. On my way. Be careful, Black. I'll make it quick. On my way.
Wow, that was so much damage from the Bologna. Finally. And she's all the way over there? That's crazy. Is she jungling? She has to be, right? Maybe Loki's. Maybe, actually, it's possible that Loki's over there. So yeah, so then at that point in time, after I did really well, continue to kind of be on the rise, I got, it's kind of like I decided to go to college, and UCLA is a great soccer school, and has won multiple national championships, has been in, you know, the contention for a great school, and it was right near where I lived. And basically at that point, I went to UCLA. I was a junior in high school when I was signed, and so my entire junior year and my entire senior year I already was guaranteed where I was going to college on scholarship. So it's pretty awesome. I didn't have to like worry too much about SATs. I didn't have to worry too much about and I still did really well in school. It's just that I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't write an essay. My essay to UCLA to get in was soccer. That was it. That was, I wrote one word, soccer team. Or 2 words, I guess, because that's 2 words, isn't it? Damn it, I still can't count. No, I'm kidding. But the truth is, yeah, so that's kind of how it went. I have a feeling he's going to... I thought, like, if I didn't do that, he was going to try to steal these guys. Kind of a potentially Cerberus-y thing to do. And then, so I was at UCLA for a long time playing. All of this kind of lets you know. Then, basically at UCLA, I went and got drafted. He missed it. That was his thing. I don't know where anyone else is at. Playing a little safer, I will say. No, he got my dash. Oops, that was bad. Cerberus ults here, I'm dead. How far did he have to die for that? Come on. Come on. The dive? Are you serious? They dove so hard. Anyways. When I was in college, I had a good time. We were very successful. It took me a little bit to ramp up to that level of physicality. I'm a very technical player. I'm a right winger, attacker. I was a forward for most of my life and goal scorer, and then I got transitioned into actually right midfield when I was in college because I fit that role better for that level of play. And so I was very proud of how I did. I did very, very well. If you go into college sports, basically when people go at home games, everyone's there. But when you go to away games, the coach basically chooses a roster of 20 out of the like 32 people that you have to travel because not all are going to play, so they don't pay for everyone to go. So what was great about what happened is from a freshman, day one, to my senior career, I never did not travel. I traveled every single time to every single place. So I was an integral part of the team for 4 years, even in my first year, which is not usual for freshmen. But we had a really good freshman class. I mean, 4 out of our 8 players were drafted to the MLS, which is our professional kind of highest tier soccer league, right? And so it was a very good class that had a lot of success and had a lot of good players in it. So they used that. And it was a really good like building block for me. And I figured that, you know, this is something that I wanted to do for my life. And I really wanted to just make sure that... I don't know if I can beat him. He's 12. I think I have to hit this. Yeah. If I had my ult, I would have... I don't know. So then, yeah, so, you know, that's kind of the story of it. When I was, in my junior year, I kind of wanted to kick it up a notch, really, really dominate. And I did really well. Again, like we did well in UCLA. Like we won 3 Pac-12 championships, which means we won our league 3 times, which is a big deal in college. And then, we went to 2 quarterfinals in a row. Then we went to the semifinals. So our team was really good. In the NCAA in D1. So we basically top 8, top 4, and that top 4 match we lost in PKs. And so it was 2-2. We literally lost in penalty kicks. And so that is definitely like a big bummer for me. I mean, where's Cerberus coming, right, from? Better hit your axe, boy. I think you keep getting confused that you have not soloed me. You just killed me when Cerberus and Bologna have come over. I think that's what that guy kept getting confused. So anyways, that's where a lot of my competitive nature comes from. That's kind of, I was always a very big competitor, and you know, that's where you see it in SMITE. That's where you see my kind of never give up kind of style thing, right? Because I spent so much of my life as an athlete. When I was in my senior year, we did not actually win the Pac-12 championship, I think, in my junior year, but we won it in my senior year. And then we were a like top 4 ranked team, and we ended up losing in our second round, which is really rough. We should have won it easily, and we got disappointed. So it was a rough senior year, but I led my whole league in assists. I was top 5 in the nation in assists, and making goals happen in plays. I was a playmaker, creator. When I got the ball at my feet, you know, good things happen. So that was kind of my style. I really, you know, obviously I'm not saying I'm Messi, but that was kind of Messi, Xavi, Iniesta. That was like my style of play, if you can imagine me like that. Get the ball, run at you, pass, make smart decisions, no look, kind of do a thing that's interesting, and set a goal up or score the goal myself. That's how I kind of operated. And so then I got drafted into the MLS that senior year. I loved it when I first got in, but then when I actually got to the camp, when I actually got to the MLS camp, and thanks for listening. If you guys think this is boring, let me know. I can stop. But somebody asked why I'm so into soccer, so I just figured it makes sense to like just give some. We're here, you know, some context. I like some words, by the way. And we're doing decently well in this game, also. Just to bring it back to SMITE, I think the Cerberus should be dead. Oh, bro, I am the luckiest. I love it. I can't believe the Cerberus survived though, bro. Loki's. I know the Loki's around here. I feel like he's coming around. Okay, cool. I didn't see him. So anyways, it's not boring at all. All right, cool. So then, basically, okay, Agni can take that. So then what happened was, yeah, so like I kept like kind of leveling up each season, right? I mean, that's kind of me. You guys know me, right? Like I have one bad thing and then I'll like pick at it and I'm like, how do I beat this dude? And I'll go for it. So I kind of had that with soccer. How do I beat this thing? How do I get to the pro league? I had a lot of my friends, like my roommate when I was in college actually was drafted and paid about $150,000 a year after 6 months of being at UCLA. He was my roommate. He had an incredible first season and then got signed with something that is called Generation Adidas, which guarantees that they'll pay for your college if you do not stay pro. And they also give you a super, super big salary. The MLS average salary was like $40,000. It was something you could make working at a desk job most places. So it wasn't very exciting for that. But obviously playing soccer is an incredible idea of a life. And if you played soccer your whole life, that's your goal. It's your dream. You want to do it. So what ended up taking place was I found myself in junior year, my other roommate, who was my very good friend, he got signed Generation Adidas again. You can only get it as a junior. So that was the year I could have pushed myself to do it. I still was very good, but I just didn't get the kind of hype. There's only 10 guys in the whole United States who get that per year. So it was not like I wasn't quite there, but everyone knew I was somebody to watch out for, right? And so I think what ended up happening, oh man, he missed. So what ended up happening is that I like senior year, I got to make it happen, and I got signed. I did really well. I went to DC United, and there's 2 types of drafts. There's the main super draft, and you get paid a lot more money when you get in the super draft. The second version of the draft is called the supplemental draft, and that's where and it doesn't really matter where you go. It just depends on what a team's trying to prioritize. And I went in the supplemental draft, which is a day after of the super draft. And so obviously I wasn't guaranteed a contract, but I was brought in. I was a lot. They had 4, draft choices. They had traded for a draft choice for me. And so I went to DC United, went immediately to training camp, Found myself really surprised at the way that things operated. It wasn't like super special. It was very similar to what I've seen. It felt very national teamy. Not a lot of camaraderie. Obviously, it was training camp. People were trying to lose their jobs or keep their jobs. And I didn't realize how much that was really going on until the day I was arriving. And then the day after that, I arrived, and I had this roommate. And he was an Japanese, I believe. And he had been playing in Japan, or Hong Kong, playing in China, and done absolutely... oh, man, can I get there, or should I just back? Okay, and done really well for the team, like a starter for the team for the last year. I'm watching highlight clips of this guy as I look up DC United, right? Day 1, starting 11, top team. Day 2, wake up in the morning after breakfast. I go back to my room. He's packing his bag. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Oh, I'm fired. They cut me. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? You were in the starting 11. They're like, yeah, I just got cut. I don't know. They're bringing another guy in from like Guatemala. And I'm like, really? So what are you going to do? He's like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just like go back to, maybe I'll go back to Hong Kong. And I'm like, are you for real? That's what I'm about to be getting myself into? Is that the life I want to lead? Barely making any money. And then I might have to go back to Hong Kong, you know, metaphorically speaking. Like one day I'm just waking up and I got a family and kids and I just got to go back to Hong Kong. So I really like got into my mind that I was like, man, I don't know. I like to write. I like to create. I like to be entertaining. And I have never explored those things in my life. I've been so disciplined towards soccer. So maybe this is a sign that this isn't what I need right now. And another big nugget in my mind was that when I was playing and I got drafted, it was in January. And you don't finish your senior year until about June. So in June... you're done, you're graduated. But if I left in January to immediately become somebody who was basically out of school and playing professional soccer, I would actually have to go back to school to get my degree. I would not have my degree. And I was like, man, that's something to give up. Is this what I want to give up for? I spent 4 years doing all this schoolwork, being all to get this, and I'm not even gonna get it. I don't know. To me, that felt kind of crazy, right? So I looked at all of that and I just said, I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling it. The camp ended. They said, we want to try you out in basically our team. We're sending a couple of people to, and it's a secondary team that plays in Richmond, Virginia. It's kind of like it's amateur is not like the best word for it, but it is in many ways that is the case.
Your right tower is under attack. Your right tower has been destroyed. Shut down.
Let's go.
Shut down.
Why would we just surrender? What? All right. So anyways, so yeah. So I was like, man, I should just stay in college. I should finish my college degree. That's really where my mind went. And I was like, I'll wait till something shows up that makes me say, man, in 3 months, if I want to go back and try and be a pro soccer player, I will. And I'll be the same person in 3 months, pretty much, and I'll also have a degree. It's like not worth the risk for going on this like second team that maybe I can get up into the pro team like mid-season. It just didn't seem like a risk, you know, a risk I needed to take. So that's it. And then I just never went back. I mean, that's really the story. I just kind of found passion and excitement in doing other things.
Be careful. Towards the fire giant.
Get him.
Your middle tower, an enemy has been slain.
Thank you. So that was kind of it, man. It's not that it wasn't like this kind of crazy. Wow, I'm hitting hard, aren't I? Damn, it's been a while since you saw me. What up, baby? How you doing, man? Yeah, so I was just telling the story of, you know, what's up for me. How I've been playing,
I am the voice of a generation of man. On my way.
Did we get the Bologna? I don't think we did. Alright, I'm pushing left tower.
Attack the fire giant. Set up an ambush here.
Your team on my way.
Left lane. Attack middle lane.
An ally has been slain. Give me strength. Help! Let my aim be
Jeez, man. Really?
Bring the freeze. On my way.
I'm gonna go Malice. The reason I'm actually gonna go Malice here is because of the fact that we're gonna upgrade our relics too before we go after the hunters. I'm going Malice because I want to see the ticks onto the Loki, because I want to be able to spot him in stealth if he does happen to have that. You should upload this to YouTube just so people know, right? Dan, it's been a while. What's up, baby? Yeah, just Clement. I didn't know that was you, man. So anyways, yeah, so that was kind of the story of how it all worked out. I mean, there was a lot of little things in between, but it kind of came down to the fact that I felt that I had accomplished my goal in getting acknowledged that I could play at that level. And I knew that there's a version of myself that could have gone and said, this is my thing, this is my career, this is what I want to do. And then there's also a part of me that said, listen, Evan, I think there's more out there for you in the world. I think there's a lot you can do in soccer, but there might be even more if you just... Because what I noticed too is that there were not a lot of soccer players who were talking like me, who were engaging with the world like I was, who had all these very different, you know, passions and ways of impacting lives. You know, I was doing a lot of work in a lot of different areas, man.
Save yourself.
Your
Top
middle
left
tower
lane.
is under attack. On my way.
I'm out. No way. She actually killed me there. The disarm was what did it. 10 and 1.
On my way.
Haste and Katana as well. I didn't expect her to be running that.
An enemy has been slain.
Bring the freeze.
I can't really fight her unless I have team. It's okay. That's a bummer. I didn't want to die there. I might have misunderstood, but Malice doesn't do tick damage anymore, does it not?
Your right phoenix is under attack. Your left phoenix is under attack.
The hell?
Your right phoenix has been
You're absolutely right, bro. They don't. Is that even worth it?
Oh, shoot.
Bro, I can't even buy Deathbringer? Do I not have enough gold? Ooh, I'm kind of upset about that. Dude, I haven't played since Malice was like that. All right, well, we'll try to make it work now. I guess I'll have to look for a crit and then look for a 2-3.
on my way.
I don't know. That could be pretty bursty. We'll see. Maybe that's some crazy burst. Yo, screw. Are you serious, bro? Are you actually serious?
Gank middle lane. Yes, Tabi.
You have to actually.
Ally has been slain.
Get out of here.
Killing spree. Enemies in killing spree.
This is the most like just not play you push your tower team I've ever seen.
Your middle phoenix is killing spree.
Back off, buddy.
Where did the Bologna come from is my question.
Ally has been slain.
Wow, that's nutty. All right, so we have to see if we can group up here. Now we're going to start focusing on Smite.
Your titan is under attack. An ally has been slain. Deicide.
Might be the game, man.
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
This is the most like just push lane team I've seen in a long time.
Your middle phoenix has been destroyed.
Let's go, Baron. Save the day. Save the day, baby. No, they're not gonna push. Surprise. All right, we get one more chance. Ugh. Man, and people are having some rough games too. I think they've realized that if they shut me down, things are gonna go well. Baron has not been able to farm up at all. I'll let him get that.
Enemies at Fire Giant.
They are. I don't think anything. Did they just back off? They might have. Alright, so they could just.
Just like nuclear fallout, you're not going anywhere soon.
Oh, we freaking got it. Haha.
Attack!
An ally has been slain.
Darkness.
You have been slain.
I'm not living long enough, man. Spalona. Such a different like thing in Conquest, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Agni. Nice. Nice. Just protect Baron, bro. You guys can win this. Actually, just protect Agni at this point. See, they traded. I think they all should have just stayed together. They all should have gone for one thing, man. He's catching the dashes. Let's go. Ooh, that was... Can he catch up? Oh my god, he's catching the dashes. I can't tell if this Uller is absolutely horrible or actually kind of good. Alright, it's time to step it up here. Spalona's pissing me off.
Defend right lane.
I'm out here telling stories. She's out here just, like, killing me. It's like, Raynday, that's what's supposed to happen, okay? That's what they're supposed to do. I get it, but, I mean, really? Clearly, I'm not even thinking about her. They might even dive our base, man. Our Titans get kind of low. I can't believe we got that Fire Giant, though. That definitely swung the possibilities of this game. But now they can't push as much. We do need more vision. I just want to get my final item, and then, hopefully, vision will be less of an issue. I feel like they have a lot of vision. That's actually what I feel like they have. Yeah, they're buying wards all over the place. So that is partly what's happening. We got to protect mid. That's coming up very soon. And we got to let our Titan get a little healthier. At this point in the game, is there really a chance of turning it? I don't know. I don't know if there's a chance. I'm definitely going to try. I don't know if I get anything for not trying. There's not like a prize for not trying to turn it around. You know what I'm saying?
Be right back.
It's been I think I've died 3 times to the Bologna. Oh, this is great actually. We caught him. It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect.
On my way.
Need to keep my spacing here. See, look.
Yeah, see you in hell, buddy.
That's the first BM thing I've truly feel like I've ever purposely done like that in all of SMITE.
An enemy has been attack right tower. Attack the right lane. Attack right tower. Okay.
He's gonna attack mid. That's fine.
Yes.
I need to be here.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Just like nuclear fallout, you're not going anywhere soon.
An enemy has been slain. Attack.
Why in the
Your team, retreat.
I have no mana.
Retreat.
Are we losing Sun? Are we losing Sun Wukong?
Save yourself!
No poisons. Maybe an elixir.
An ally has been slain.
I think we had to there. I don't. He definitely let all of us get out, but maybe we could find. Yes.
An enemy.
You got
Okay, so we got the
skills.
Loki off of that. Beautiful,
I'm killing.
beautiful. I don't mind this.
Things, but you'll never see me coming.
Yeah, they're trying to backdoor. They tried.
Blood fire giant.
Okay.
On my way.
Group up.
None of you are safe.
Hailstorm. Bring freeze. Hailstorm.
Stick it to the man!
I need to heal up and I need this blue luck, man.
Spree.
That was good. We got the Bologna ult. I think that was enough, guys, to turn it back.
The enemy.
Rampage.
I honestly think that was enough. I think we can get fire.
Kill.
Yes.
Do we even want to get fire?
Attack middle tower.
Okay.
Attack the middle. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
We know he used the ult, right? Nice zoning. Look at that.
Easy mode.
We took them apart.
Wow.
Your team has destroyed
I think we do it.
attack.
Just go for it. Go for it. All right, he killed me. Just go. Look at that. I told you. I told you we could come back. It's always possible. And now we can upload this game.
His wife tells him, get a gun and
Now we can upload this game and people can hear the story. It was meant to be. The story was supposed to be out. I think the concept too is that for me that story was very much a comrade. Thanks, buddy. That story was very much like a part of just, you know, you don't. There's nothing. There's a lot of moments where you feel like you just either you can give up on that journey. When you see friends go ahead and do something that you want to do, you can give up on the journey. When you try to do something, you get to your, you know, your area where you think, oh man, that's where I want to be, and you get there and you realize maybe, oh wow, now that the shades have been pulled off and I can see it for what it is, you know, you get to unfortunately have those moments where you can say, oh, I'm done, man, I'm done. This is over. I'm so demoralized. We're just gotta keep going. I've found that if you just keep going, you have these. There's no way to avoid feeling like crap, I think, in your life at times, and I think there's no way to avoid feeling uncertain. But if you keep on going, you just get over it. You know, I think this was a great game because it was a great show of teamwork. It was fun. Everyone took a lot of L's. I mean, the Bologna did a great job. It took me about 3 kills to realize that I just needed to make sure I didn't die to her, and then everything would work. But congrats to everybody in the matchup, man. That was fun. That's what Smite's about. That's why I love Smite. That's why you guys should too.